Hi everyone, this is Lisa with Lisa's Coloring Corner. If you're new here, hi and welcome to the channel. I hope you consider subscribing, and if you're back, welcome back. We're going to have a long swatching video today. I bought the 320 set of the Ohuhu brush markers. This is the Honolulu set, which is the brush and the chisel. Now, I definitely would have preferred the brush and the fine tip, which they do have out in their smaller sets. However, the 320 set, they do not have that version out yet. Maybe it'll be coming out in the future, but that's okay because I use the brush tip 90% of the time anyhow. The only thing that is really nice about the fine tip, the smaller tip, is if you are coloring something smaller and you don't want to go out of the lines, the fine tip doesn't release as much ink as the brush tip or the chisel tip. And so sometimes it's kind of nice to color with that fine bullet tip, but that's okay. So it does come in this big canvas bag. Let me tell you, this baby's heavy. So you have the handle here, and of course you do have your shoulder strap. I could not imagine carrying this around for too long on my shoulder. I typically take the shoulder straps off because I never use them. You do have a little tag here, gives you the SKU number and the model number, the Honolulu. Let's take a look at the pretties. Are you ready for the array of colors in here? Okay, don't want that in there. What? Beautiful. Okay, and then we also get this plastic sheet that they do include with a lot of their sets. The one thing I wish they would do is make a 8.5 by 11 sheet. Wouldn't that be nice? These are really nice, and they are non-porous. So if you have maybe like a water-based marker, you can scribble on here, pick it up with a water brush, and color it that way. Or if you're using watercolor, you can put things down on this. So this really comes in handy. But I do wish it would be 8.5 by 11. So when you are coloring with alcohol markers, you could put this behind your page. Just make sure when you're done using it, you wipe it off. Because of course, if you have it behind your page, you don't already want color on here that'll bleed through, and it could ruin your new picture that you are coloring. Then also in here, you do get a color chart that you can fill in. So of course, with 320 colors, there are multiple pages here. We have 4 pages. Now this is heavy cardstock, but it is very thirsty. So it's easy to bleed outside these thin lines. I don't, as a rule, color on these. As you know, if you've seen any of my other videos, I make up my own color charts. So I'm just going to put these back in here. However, if you want to leave a color chart with your markers, you may want to color on there. Just be aware, every type of paper that you color on, the color is going to look a little bit different. So if you color, say on Amazon paper, it's going to look one way, versus if you color on like Alice Mills, where it's black on the back, that's going to look a little bit different. So keep that in mind. When you get this set, they are not arranged in color family order. They are all mixed up all over the place. So the first thing that I would tell you to do, pull them all out. What I did is I pulled them out, I went on the floor and I put all my yellows and reds, oranges, all together on one pile. Did the same thing with the pinks and purples, and no, mainly the the pinks. I went with, when I separated these out, I just went with the name and number, well, I should say the alphanumeric character on the marker. And that's how I separated them out. So I have the Y's, the YRs, the R's. Couldn't fit them all in here, so the R's were going into here. RVs, those are all RVs. Then we went into the V's. There are just a couple of the PBs. Then into the B's, GY's, G's, a few G's left over, then all the earth tones, the E's. Then there are a whole bunch of different sets of grays. So then I put them all back here. We do have a colorless blender. We do have 4 fluorescents, and then of course our black. So that's how I separated them out. Nice upgrade to this case is the fact that, and it's going to be really hard to see, maybe here where I don't have quite so many, they have these separated out with these hard cardboard, and they're covered in canvas dividers. So there are 6 separate sections in this case. Because this set is so huge, I do not have a storage system case of any sort that would fit this. So for a change, this is the only marker set I have that is going to stay in this bag. And because they're separated out by 6 separate sections, I figure it's not going to be too hard to find that particular marker. And what I'm going to do is I will store it on its side so that the marker is sitting horizontal and not vertical, because with your dual-ended markers you should never store them vertical. They should always be horizontal so that the ink does not pool at one end. You may find that the opposite end is dried out. The only exception to that is Copics. Copics are not vacuum sealed, but once you put both caps on, there is a vacuum inside. And I read on the Copic website itself that you can store those either vertically or horizontally. But for all of your more budget-friendly markers, I always store them horizontally. And like I said, with this type of case, I figure I can lay it on its side and store them that way. So we are going to swatch all of these. When I showed let me get them out. Last week, I swatched out the 36 set of Ohuhu skin tone markers. I had asked in that video if you wanted to see a swatching video of the entire 320 set. And I had a number of you say, yes, I want to see it. I'm kind of on the fence about ordering them. So I did want to get this video out right away this week. So we are also going to look at, I had a number of people ask me, are all the other sets in here? Now, I do believe the pastel set is in here. I think all the grays are in here. But I do think there are a few of the skin tones that are not in here. I think the majority are. What I did, because there are so many different sets floating out there of the Ohuhu skin tone markers, this was the chisel and fine tip set. I printed this out from an existing color chart that I had. Well, Ohuhu went ahead and they changed their numbering system so that they could put them in color family order. So what I had printed out did not correspond with the ones that were in this case. So again, there are a few sets out there. What I did, I went on Amazon. I brought up the chisel and brush tip markers, which is what this is. I printed out the colors that are included in that skin tone set. So once we are done swatching these, I'm going to pause And I'm going to go through and double check and see if all 36 skin tone colors are included in here. Okay. Now, when I purchased this set, I did not realize that they had a, what was it, 124? I can't remember. I had the 200 and whatever set of brush tip. I purchased this not knowing that they had the new 120 some set that you could purchase to combine them into that existing 200 and some set to make up the 320. So if you already have the 200 and, like I said, I can't remember the exact count, the 200 and some set, you can buy the 140 some set to make up the total 320. I am going to leave links down below to all of those sets. So if you have the existing smaller 200 and some set, you can just buy the smaller 120 some set to make up this here big set. But if you don't have any of them and you're interested in the colors in this big set, that's what this swatching video is for. I'll leave links to like the skin tone set, the gray tone set, the pastel set. In case you do have one of the smaller sets and you just love those pastels or you really want the skin tones, I'll leave links to all of those down below in the description. So, without further ado, let's get on with swatching. Now, I did find this online and it has all of the colors on here, but you know, these colors are only as good as your printer, right? So this could give you a rough idea of the colors. It's not going to be totally accurate as far as what color actually comes out of that marker. Just like we know the color caps are not going to totally accurately represent the color that's going to come out of that marker. And that's why I decided, rather than trying to guess myself what belongs where and stuff, that's why I just went with, let's put all the Y's together. Like this one, for instance, is Y13, and it is chestnut brown. Yeah. So you know that's going to go with the browns. When I make up my final color chart, I will be rearranging these into my own order. So yeah, it'll take me a while. Okay, so what I went ahead and did, so it would not take forever and a year to do this swatching video. I went ahead, I put them in order. So we do have like Y1, Y2, Y3, Y4, and I tried to keep them in order somewhat in here as close as I could. Once I picked them up off the floor, I put them in order, wrote them down, and put them all in order on the floor so that when I picked them up and put them in here, I tried to keep them close together. So hopefully it won't take me too long to pull that particular marker out and find them on the sheet. Because like I said, 320 colors is going to take quite a while. And then I do have a blank one because, of course, I'm going to be having to go through and reorder these a number of times. I like my color charts big, so I can really see what the color looks like. I know some people like theirs all on one page, which is nice. It is nice, but you don't get a real good picture of what the color is. So I do make all my color charts this big. So this, as you can imagine, is going to go onto a number of sheets. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then just a little bit on 6. I may, when I create the completed chart, I may narrow these up a little bit so that I can fit these onto, you know, this page. So there's only 5 pages, but for now, I left them like all my other marker charts. So let me put this all to the side. They do come packaged nice, you know, with this foam core. Okay, so I am going to put this over to the side. And I guess what I'm going to do as I pull them out, I'm just going to put them over to the side, worry about it later. So I'm going to color on a sheet of cardstock here. All right, so like I said, I won't be having to write down everything. Are you guys ready for this? I know some people, when they're doing their swatch charts, they speed everything up, don't talk during it. I've heard from many of you that you like the way I do my swatch charts, nice and slow, so that you actually get to see what each color looks like in, you know, comparison to what the actual color name is, because some of them do not represent the color whatsoever. I know this one, can't remember the name of it right now, black something, black brown. It's actually like a peach color. So yeah, we have some real off the wall kind of names here. So let's start. I'm already 16 minutes in. Okay, let me zoom in. And we're gonna start with Y1 pastel yellow. Yeah, let's go with the brush tip. Silly me. So we have our nice bright yellow. Y2, which is sunflower. I love Ohuhu brush tips. They are so nice. And if you haven't seen it on other videos talking about Ohuhu brush tip markers, these brush tips are reversible. So you just pull them out, turn them around, put it back in. So if this is starting to fray, you can turn the brush tip around. So it's actually two brush tips in one. We all know brush tips fray faster, you know, than, of course, a bullet tip is, you know, and a chisel tip is much sturdier than the fragile brush tips, especially depending on how hard you color. Okay, let me put them this way. So that was Y3, barium yellow. Y4 is quince. And the one with the gray stripe here is your brush tip. The one without is your chisel tip. So that's a pretty orangish peach color. And Y5, we have rouge orange. Beautiful red orange. Y6, lemon yellow. So right off the bat, you can see these are going to be way out of order. Y7, dull yellow. Y8, olive yellow. So far, so good. Y9, I shouldn't jinx myself. Y9 is yellow ochre. It's a pretty light brown. Y10, okay, that's Y0. Okay, Y10 is apricot. Pretty orange. Y11 is brown gray. Another nice light tan color. Y12 is mahogany. So again, a lot of Y colors that are actually browns because there is a yellowish undertone in most of them. So that's, I'm assuming, why they are in the Y category. All right, Y13, where are you? Oh boy, here we start, right? Y13, yeah. Oh, here we go. It's a brown, and that is chestnut brown. Then they went to the 3 digits. So Y010 is primrose. Some nice, really pale colors that you can use for undertones. Y030, that is lemon chiffon. There are some very pretty pastels in this set. Y040, yeah, 040, I see 050, 070, there it is, hiding in the back. Calamansi. There are some names in here I don't think I can pronounce. Y050, summer lemon. Some really pretty light yellows. Y070, acid yellow. So there's no rhyme or reason to the numbers themselves. And yeah, you have to take the color names with a grain of salt, and that's why I do color charts. Y080, lightning yellow. Nice bright yellow. And Y110, grayish yellow. Nice skin tone. Y120, buttercup yellow. Nice skin tone, a little more on the yellow side though. Now, as I was writing these out, this is the craziest thing. We have primrose up here, right? Well, it's not quite primrose. There's an I missing. So it's kind of primrose, but yet it's not. It's primrose. So there are 2 different colors, and it is spelt a little bit different, but it's kind of crazy. I don't know. And it's Y121, primrose. But it's beautiful color. Nice pale yellow. Y130, and my markers are starting to fall over, so it might start to get a little bit harder finding these. Y140, nugget. Y180, shallow orange cafe. Quite the name, huh? Another one that I would put over in the browns. Y210, deep teak. So there are some beautiful browns in here. Y230, deep cream. Nice light tan. Love it when they include them kind of colors. Y250, flax. So far, so good. Another light tan. A little bit more of a grayer undertone where that has a yellow undertone. Y260. Yellow Dahlia. Y270. Pale Ochre. We'll have to see who's all with me by the time I get to the end of this video. YR1. So now we're into the YRs. Dark yellow. These are very juicy, as you can see. Okay, second column. Woohoo! YR2, which is marigold. YR3, orange. Nice standard orange. YR4, salmon pink. YR5, like I said, they're tipping over on me now. So, yeah, it's going to be harder to find them. Stand up. YR5, YR5. Oh, there it is. Kind of mixed in with the other ones. YR5 is terracotta. Love this color. YR33, melon yellow. YR030, stand up. I got junk markers. YR030. See, now they're falling to the bottom. That's the only problem with these kind of cases. YR030. Yeah, I was doing so well. Let me get out the YRs here before we get into the R's. Okay. Oh, and I dropped one. Okay, we have, okay, YR030, where are you? And it's carmine red. There we go. Because it doesn't look like a carmine red. Look at that. YR030, carmine red. Oh, no chisel, brush. Does that look like a carmine red to you? YR070, light orange. YR090, peach pie. YR110, mallow peach. YR170, chrome orange. Bright orange. YR172, tiger lily. YR180, lipstick orange, YR190, cadmium orange, another nice orange, YR220, I must have missed it in here. Yep. Yellowish shade. Another nice skin tone. YR240. Cream. YR250. Moccasin. And last in the YRs is YR260 yellowish brown. All right, now we are on to the R's. There are a ton of R's. So we start out with, let's get these first ones in this first cube out because they're all falling over. R1 coral pink. R2 vermilion with 1L. You know, I see them both ways. 1L and 2Ls. So I always have to look and see which way they're spelling it. R3 coral red. Pretty reds. R4 deep red. Now you're going to recognize a lot of these names from other budget-friendly markers. R5 cherry pink. Yes, Miss Bella is in here with me. Hopefully she won't get into a total barking fit. R6 rose red. R7 old red. R8 geranium. R9 pastel rose. Oh boy. Thought she was behaving herself. Bella. Shh. Okay, I'll be right back. All right. I'm back. She barked at Bob because he was coming in from shoveling. While I was paused, I pulled out a few of the next ones so we can just go in order. So we have R10 pastel pink. And I went ahead and put the first cube back in so I have more room up here for markers. R11, we have mauve shadow. We have R12 rose bouvard, if that's how you pronounce it. R13 clematis. Pretty purple. R14 pale purple. Definitely not a purple. First sheet's done, yay! All right, on to page 2. We have R15 15 cerise. Let's get you in camera here. Love that pink. Our 16 deep violet. This is another one I love. That pretty. Our 17 pansy. So as you can see, all the purples are in the R family in this set. Our 18 pastel peach. Another really nice skin tone, real light. Our 19 barley beige. Another nice skin tone. Our 20 powder pink. Our 21 fruit pink. They're actually going in order relatively good. Our 22 dark blush. Not too dark. Our 23 rose pink. Our 24 dark violet light. Isn't that an oxymoron of a name? That's a beautiful color. And last of the ones I have pulled out are 25 pale blue violet. Okay, let's see if I can find these or if I should pause and pull some more out. R29. Matter of fact, I think that's what I'm going to do because some of them are mixed up in the case. So why don't I do that? I will pause again. I'll get a bunch more out and it'll go much faster. So one moment. Okay, pulled a bunch more out. So we have R29 pear color. Nice skin tone. Can't say I've ever seen a pear that color. R50 chocolate pink. That's a strange name too, isn't it? Quite on the orange side. We have R070. Is it agate or agate? Orange. R80 pale cherry pink. R110 sardonyx. R120 light prawn. R150, here's one I don't know if I'll pronounce right, Zinniber. Ooh, that's a pretty color. R160 cadmium red, a name we all have heard of. And another one, R170 lipstick red. R180 bright red. Get my next row down here. So we have our 190 Bougainvillea, something like that. Pretty pink. I do notice some of the brush tips are softer than the other. That one was relatively soft, and some of them are very firm. Most of them are just right. We have our 200 Coralescence. Ooh, those two would blend pretty together. Our 230 Strong Red. Oh, all three of those. Our 240 Garnet. Another one. Our 242 Grayish Cherry. Nice pale, pale violet it actually looks like. Our 250 Antique Fuchsia. Yeah, another two that would blend together nice. Our 270 Baby Blossoms. Don't those go together beautifully? Oh. Our 280 Current. Yeah, those are pretty. Here's one that's going to be hard to pronounce. Our 282 Colocasia Torino. Maybe, sort of. Oh, yeah, that whole family, that color family would blend beautifully. Our 284 Clove. Next column. Our 290 Cardinal. Our 340 Argyle Purple. Some really pretty dark colors too. Our 350 Dark Purple Gray. Then we have just a couple of RPs. We have RP1 Vivid Reddish Purple. And yeah, kind of mix these two up. Beautiful pink. Finally, we have RP6, which is Vivid Pink. Okay, again, I think I'm going to pause because there are a ton of RVs. Then just a few Ps, and then we get into the violet. So I think I'll pull all the way through P5. So again, I'll be right back. Okay, got some more together. RV 010 Water Lily. Very pale pink. R030 Light Hot Pink. RV070 Sakura Pink. RV080 Bright Pink. RV100 Red Onion. Never heard of that one before. Oh, look at those beautiful pinks. RV130 Queen Pink. Now they're real pale baby pink. RV160 Thistle. RV180 Hollyhock. This goes much faster when I pull them. RV200 Dark Orchid. Took me forever just to write out this list. RV250 Bronze Purple. Ooh, that's a pretty dark purple. RV250 Peony. RV260, pink. Another pale baby pink. RV270, shadow pink. RV280, light pink. RV300, tender pink. Quite a bit of orange in that one. RV230, apricot pink. Oh, that's pretty. RV330, strawberry pink. RV350, crimson. And then into the P's, we have, oh, P1. We have P1, vivid purple. Love that color. P2, light violet. So pretty. P3, pastel violet. P4, lavender. So they do have some beautiful purples. P5, aubergine. Nice dark purple. Okay, pulled a bunch more. We have V020, pale lilac. V030, mauve. V050, pearl violet. Some nice light purples. Made it through another page. We're almost halfway there, folks. Still with me? Imagine those that requested this video are still with me. V060, amethyst. V070, eggplant purple. Now you'd think that would be a really deep purple, wouldn't you? It's a gorgeous purple. But V080, dark violet. V150, mellow. More on the pink side, isn't it? V160, deep lilac. V210, signal violet. Oh, that's a pretty color. V230, viola. Oh, it's a pretty pastel purple. Ooh, falling off the pile. V250, light lavender. V270, lobelia. It's another one I never heard of. Another great color combination. V320, Venetian violet. Or is it supposed to be? Yeah, Venetian violet. V322. Now I had these in the wrong order again. Rainflower Purple. Let me mark that. So then we have V330 Prune. It's another one you would think would be darker. Okay, V340 Lavender Blue. V370 Bluebell. V390 Dark Slate Blue. V450 Dark Lavender. Into the PBs, and there's a whole bunch. There's 1 through 11. PB1 Sky Blue. So I'm assuming these stand for purple blues, maybe? Oh, that is a pretty blue, though. PB2 Brilliant Blue. PB3 Cobalt Blue. Oh, that's pretty. PB4 Neapolitan Blue. So we have some nice darker blues. PB5 Prussian Blue. And PB6 Royal Blue. Oh, that's a pretty color. PB7 Pastel Blue. Oh, that's pretty too. Usually cerulean blue is one of my favorite blues. PB8 Cerulean Blue, at least in the pencils. Yes, that's pretty. PB9 Cloud Blue. PB10 Turquoise Green Light. And finally, in the PBs is PB11 Marine Blue. Nice dark, dark blue. Okay, I am going to pull all of the bees, and I'll be right back. All right, on to the blues and the blue-greens. So we have B64. Now, I don't know why they start out with this and then they go to the zeros, but that's why I put this up here. In the long scheme of things, it's not going to matter because I'm reordering these anyhow. We have B64, Indian Blue. Another blue I love. B030, Frost Blue. B050, Robin's Egg Blue. Nice pale pastel blues. B070, Tahitian Blue. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. We have B080, Process Blue. Oh, isn't that pretty? B090, Pebble Blue. B110 crystal blue. Oh, nice pale blue. Next one's pale blue. B120 pale blue. B140 aquamarine. B180 Vienna blue. Oh, that's pretty. B190 ultramarine. Oh, love that. B220 pale grayish blue. Another nice pale pastel blue. B250 light blue. B260 smoky blue. B270 vivid blue. B290 Antwerp blue. B340, yeah, lavender mist. B350 cornflower blue. B380 capri blue. Oh, I like that. B440 cyanine blue. Oh, that's pretty too. Then we get into the blue greens. We have BG1 turquoise green. Oh, isn't that pretty? BG2 deep green. Oh, some nice dark greens. BG4 mint blue. BG5 dolphin blue. BG6 peacock green. Oh, it's a pretty teal. Love teal. And teal's coming up. BG7 forest green. BG8 teal. And finally, BG68 turquoise blue. All right, I'm going to get out the GYs and the Gs. And yeah, that's quite a few. We'll see if I fit them all on my desk. I'm going to put some of all these markers back away so I have room. So I'll be right back. Okay, lots of greens to get through. Now I have 3 columns here to go through. We have GY1 pale green. GY2 grass green. GY3 bud green. Look at them beautiful yellow greens. GY4 yellow green. GY5 absinthe. GY6, anise. GY7, sugar cane. On to the next. All right. GY8. Now I never know how to pronounce this. Petit poise. I do. I know there's an S in there, but I'm thinking it might be silent. It's a pretty olive green. GY42, bronze green. GY43, deep olive green. GY172, spectrum green. That's a nice pale green. GY173, dim green. Then into the G's. There's a lot of G's. G1, emerald green, which is great for those of you who like landscapes. G2, vivid green. G3, ocean green. G4, mint green light. That's a pretty color. G5, turquoise ink blue. G6, dusty jade green. G7, chromium oxide green. Hate these long names because it's real hard when you're typing them up to get them to fit. Okay, on to my second column up here. We have G8, glass green. G9, meadow green. G020, pale lemon yellow. You wouldn't think that would be in the greens, would you? Definitely not. G030, crescent yellow. G050, celadon. Celadon green. That's a pretty color. G060, celery green. G070, lemon green. G080, limeade. G110, mignonette. That's a pale mint green. G120, yellowish green. Another pretty pale mint green. G130, acid green. G140, horseradish. Never seen horseradish that color, but hey. G170, May green. G190 olive green. G220 lime green. G240 beige green. G260 apple green. G270 moss. I don't know if they forgot the word green or what. Usually it's moss green. G300 dark olive. On up to the next. Bring these down. G320 jade green. G322 pale aqua mint. Pretty blue. G324 aqua blue. G326 bright blue. So again, not sure why these are in the G's. Kinda, I guess, sort of have a little bit of a green undertone. G330 mineral green. That's a pretty color. Has that real grayish undertone. G340 horizon green. G360 pond green. Oh, that's pretty too. Get my last row of markers down here. Oh, I am so sorry about that. That hurt my ears. I can only imagine what it felt like on your end. Ooh. G390 green. Oh, isn't that pretty? Ooh. G410 light holly green. G420 green shadow. Some more pale greens. G440 leaf green. G470 pine tree green. That actually is pretty fitting for that color. We have G490 Viridian. And finally G500 Peacock Blue. Oh, love that color. All right, I'm going to get these put away. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and we are going to come back with the browns, earth tones, grays, all the rest. So I'm going to get these put away, go eat some supper, and I'll be right back. It'll only be a second for you. See you in a bit. Okay, let's continue this. I have all the BRs out and the E's. So, BR1 raw umber. BR2 potato brown, one of my favorites. No, wrong. Potato brown. I didn't think that looked right. Okay, so that's BR2. This is BR3 Rose Beige. That looks more like it. This is the one that's really strange. Black Brown, which is BR208. I have that written wrong. BR20. Which is definitely not a black brown. All right, we have E010, which is pale fruit pink. Very pale pink. E0, 30. I got this out of order again. Pink Flamingo. E050 Lipstick Natural. E060 Light Mahogany. E080 Praline. That's pretty. Whoops. E090 Eggshell White. Another nice skin tone. E110 Dark Salmon. Nope, dark suntan. Yeah. E120 Reddish Brass. Guys with me yet? Or did you give up a long time ago? E130 Copper. E160 Soft Sun. Ooh, another pretty skin tone. E170 Carib Cocoa. I don't think it's Carib, is it? Carib? I love the mix of the lights and dark browns. Of course, I'll be putting them in a different order, but E210 Brick Beige. Move you up here. Very nice light tan. Finally on this page, E220 Sand. All right, next page. And then we only have the short page to go. Okay, we have E240 Chamois, I think is how you pronounce it. And E260 Leather. That's a pretty color too. E280 Sand White. E300 Clay. E310 Dark Brown. We'll see how dark it is. Not the darkest, but it's a dark brown. E370 Light Walnut. E380 Ash Rose. 400 Cocoa Brown. E430 Pecan. That's a nice dark brown. E432. Is it Vert Celadon? It has like a greenish undertone. E434 Dragon Well Tea. That's a different name. Look at how those two go together, though. E440 Khaki. E450 Fennel Seed. E460 Military Olive. Couple left. E470 Tea Rose, which to me definitely doesn't belong down here, but what do I know? Finally, E490 Deep Orange. All right, those are all the browns. Now, what is left are all the grays. So we have MGs, we have blue greens, cool grays, green grays, neutral grays, red grays, warm grays. At least that's the order that I put them in. The MGs are the blue grays. So, but then we have BGs down here too. Sometimes their naming, I don't understand. So, but this again is just the order I put them in for now. Probably will be changing, but let me get the browns back away and I'll pull out all of the grays. We're almost done, home stretch. I'll be right back. Okay, I think we got it. Now, let's see, we are on to blue grays, which start with MG. I don't know. So we have MG 020, which is blue gray 02, which is definitely a blue. MG 030, blue gray 03. Kind of have some of these grays mixed up, so. MG 060, blue gray 06. So I'm not sure if I'm going to leave these all down here in the grays or if I'm going to move them up in the blues. MG 100, blue gray 09. They are very pretty. I mean, these would all blend together very nicely. Then we have BG 3 and 9. So here is BG 3, blue gray 3. So here we had 03. Now we have 3. Yeah, how they do this, I don't know. And this is the real weird one. BG 9. Instead of blue gray 9, they call it pigeon blue. Again, I don't know the reasoning. And then BG 050. Now this is really strange too because they're not blue grays, it's a cool gray. I don't know if the person that named these was drunk at the time or half asleep or what. So we have BG 050, cool gray 050. I guess doesn't really matter. Like, again, the reason for making color charts. Then we have BG 060, deep coal gray. and BG 070, which is Cool Gray 07. BG, and it's got that, like it's two capital I's. So I think what I'm going to do instead of dashes, I think I may just put like a slash, or I don't know. BG-03, which is blue-gray dash 03, not to be confused with blue-gray 03. Oh, this cracks me up. Blue-gray dash 05, or BG-05. BG-09, blue-gray 09. Okay, on to the cool grays, that makes sense. CG2, Cool Gray 2. Oh yeah, but it is the Cool Gray, capital I, 2. Okay, CG5, which is CG, I'm going to say dash 5. Then we have some CGs that are called neutral grays. Go figure. We have CG 020, which is called neutral gray 02. Oy, 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 huh? CG 03, which is, or 030, which is neutral gray 03. Is this strange or what? And CG 050, which is neutral gray 05. I mean, they're nice grays, it's just the names. CG 07, neutral gray 07. I know this is a big set of markers, but wow, there's a ton of grays. All right, CG / 04. Where's the 0? Or did I do that one? No. What? I don't know where I threw it either. CG. Is that this one? Yes. CG 00. Had it in the wrong place. Then CG, yeah, 04. CG 07. CG 08, Cool Gray 8. And CG 09, which is Cool Gray 9. Then we start with the green grays. GG1, green gray 1. Finally, something that makes sense. And it definitely does have the green undertone. GG3, green gray 3. And GG5, green gray 5. Sorry about that. So that was off camera, sorry. Green gray 1 and 3. And now 5. And GG9. Green gray 9. Now we have a GG020, which is green gray 02. Then they throw in this odd one again. GG040, light jade green gray. Boy, that's going to be a bugger of a long name to fit in here. Don't do that to me. GG060, green gray 06, and GG110, which is toner gray. Let's get to the neutral grays. NG03, which is a neutral gray 3. So, like Copics, all the different categories of gray do have a different undertone to them. NG06, which is neutral gray 6. If you are one that's into your grays. NG07, neutral gray 7. And NG09, which is neutral gray 9. Now, as you can see, as I had these all laid out on the floor, and I thought I had them in order, every once in a while I missed one. Okay, so we have RG030, which is red gray 03. So we'll put that down here. So again, definitely a different undertone. RG050, red gray 05. RG080, which is red gray 08. It's a really different tone of grays, isn't it? RG110, which is red gray 11. RG120, which is red gray 12. And RG150, which is red gray 150. Why they just didn't go 15 like the others, I don't know. I think that's what's on there. Yeah, 150. I don't know. Okay, so now we're going to go on to the warm grays, which I have way up here. We have WG01, which is warm gray 1. WG050, warm gray 5. Not a whole lot of difference between 1 and 5, is there? Usually that's quite a jump in the warm and cool grays. WG070, warm gray 07. I was off camera again, sorry. Like I said, the warm gray 1 and the warm gray 5. Not a big jump. Warm gray 090, which is warm gray 09. Definitely brown undertones in the warm grays. WG130, warm gray 13. Guess what, folks? We are on the last sheet. And it's only a short sheet. We're almost done. I know. Aww. Who's with me? Who's with me? Okay, put that sheet up there. We have WG3, warm gray 3. And WG4, warm gray 4. Okay, just one moment. My phone must have went on low battery, so I gotta Okay, let me double check, make sure it's still recording. Okay. Sorry about that. thought I'd get to finishing this before it went on low battery. Okay, YG040. No. YG, oh yeah, I wrote it down here. YG09. No, not 90. Told you I was getting really confused. 09, which is warm gray 9. Okay. Yes. Okay. So that's all the yellow grays. And we have a couple of warm grays. Then we do have a couple of yellow grays, which I've never heard of before. So we have YG040, yellow gray 04. And they do definitely have a yellow undertone. And then YG080, yellow gray 08. So, do you think there's enough grays in this set? Finally, we do have our black, which is a 120. Then we have 4 fluorescents. So we have a fluorescent yellow. Who uses these fluorescents? Does anybody use them out there? I know sometimes pencils have fluorescents also. It's like, I don't know of too many people that use them. FY020, which is fluorescent orange. Although these are nice if you're coloring on a black background picture of like a black mandala or something. FY030, which is fluorescent red. Finally, last but not least, marker in the 320 Ohuhu set is FY050, fluorescent violet. Dun, 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 dun. And then, of course, you get the infamous colorless blender, which, guess what? It's colorless. You can't see it. All right. Yay, we made it. We made it. All right, I am going to get all of these sheets back out. We will zoom back out so you're not so close up. Okay, let's get these all back out in order. All right, now, those of you who wanted to see this swatch and you said you wanted to kind of see the color range, because I pulled these markers in order of the alphanumeric name code, it's going to be a little bit difficult because all the yellows are not together, all the browns are not together, but it's still going to give you an idea of the color range, right? And that was the whole purpose of doing this. So we do have lots of yellows throughout this set. Number of oranges. I think we could have used maybe a few more oranges. Yeah. But there's quite a few. Skin tones. A lot of reds. Well, actually, that's not too bad. I've seen more than that in smaller sets. So, yeah, on second thought, I take that back. It's not really too bad. Oh, yeah, we do have some more here, though. Yeah. All right. So, of course, pinks. We're inundated with pinks. Again, par for the course, I guess. I mean, yeah, we have quite a few here. Purples. We have quite a few purples. Not too bad. Blues. A lot of nice blues. Of course, in a set this large, you are going to get some that are very similar. I mean, yeah, there's no way around it. You will get some that are similar in color. A lot of greens, which I know many of you love. Lots of your blues. your greens and your browns, especially if you color landscapes. So yes, nice assortment of greens, browns, blues. Again, we have some that are very similar. Love the fact we have these pale browns. Quite a few skin tones, but again, I am going to pause and I'm going to compare this skin tone set with this 320 set just to see if these are all included. Okay, so I'll do that after we go through the colors. Here are the rest of the browns. So I guess for a set this huge, although we do have some browns in the yellows, that's right. We do have, you know, a few more browns in the yellows. So, you know, I guess actually there is quite a range of yellows. Some of these will go over in the oranges, pink, you know, so, you know, this will probably go up with the skin tones, maybe, although it is a real light. I don't know. I'll be deciding that down the road because a lot of these colors can go in a number of different areas, like your blue-greens too. Are some of these really blue or are they green? These I think I would put up in the blues, but yet they have those green undertones. So it's like, you know, same with the browns. Do they belong down in the browns? Do they belong up in the oranges? Do they belong in the pinks? I mean, yeah, it's all up to interpretation. So everybody's color chart that makes color charts for their coloring mediums, everybody's color chart's going to be different. Again, all up to interpretation. And then finally, we get to all the grays. Yes, lots of grays. Even though this is a 320 set, I know some people that love their grays are going to say, I still think this is too many. That's a lot of grays. You know, I know the Copic set has tons of grays also. And I know true artists do use a lot of grays for their undertones, their shading, you know, things like that. What do you think? Do you like a lot of grays in your sets or not? Do you think this is too many or just right? And what do you think about the fluorescence? Do you use fluorescence? I don't a lot. But anyhow, that is the color range of the 320 set. Now I am going to pause. I'm going to look through the skin tone set and I'm going to see what's in here, if they're all in here or not. So I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, guys. If you want the full set of everything, you might want to get the skin tones. Yeah. We have these 4 that are in this set. Now, I was watching the ones marked with a heart here because it says colors not included in the 120 color set are marked with the heart. So I kind of figured that's what it meant as far as this 320 set, because the 120 set along with the 2 whatever set made up this 320, right? So yeah, so we have YR7 cadmium yellow, that's not included, YR10 brune, YR20 morin, YR91 natural oak, YR95 burnt sienna, YR107 reddish yellow. These are all not included in the 320 set. Y145 butter, it says buttercup yellow, I would assume. YR148 thin persimmon, and YR209 hazelnuts. Then pastel peach, barely beige, powder pink, and fruit pink are all in this 320 set. But then we have honey, pale mauve, that one, colocasia tonoimo, that is not included. Pear color is, but pale cherry pink, warm gray 0.5 are not. Potato brown and, of course, our infamous colorless blender are. So we have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 colors in the skin tone set that are not included in the 320 set. Wow, you would think if a company puts out a huge all-inclusive set like this that it would include everything from the smaller sets. Like I said, I believe the gray set is all in here. The pastel set is all in here. So why aren't the skin tone sets or the skin tone set in here? I don't know. But like I said, I will leave links to everything down below, both from Amazon and from the Ohuhu website. I am an Ohuhu affiliate now. So I'll leave links to everything from their site also. I do have a code down there that will save you 10%, I believe, plus free shipping. So go ahead and use those links, or else the Amazon. I thought I would give you a choice. So I guess that is finally it for me. If you're still with me, leave me a little icon down below. And what shall we do? Why don't you leave me an icon of a brush, if there is an icon like that, or an emoji, I should say. A brush emoji, or just the word brush. I'm really curious to see who has sat through this long video. Although I guess you could have sped it up or split it up into different sessions of watching it. But yeah, put a brush emoji down in the comment, or the word brush. Yeah, I like I said, it's kind of interesting to see who sits through the whole thing with these long videos. There you have it. I hope, again, those of you that requested seeing all of the colors in this set to help you decide if you wanted it or not, I hope you enjoyed this, and all the rest of you too. I hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for watching it, especially if you made it to the end. If you did enjoy it, as usual, please hit that thumbs up button before leaving. Leave any questions, comments, or concerns down in the comment section below. Of course, if you're not already subscribed, please consider doing so. I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. I'll see you in my next video, and as always, happy coloring. Bye, guys.